love. I'm gonna give everybody a second to come through. Sorry, I'm like a couple minutes late. Technical difficulties on StreamYard today, but we got it going. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Spiritual Balance Workshop. On the comments, I have the link to the workbook for those who are going to need it. It's in the comments just in case if anybody needs to get it. So just reference that because we will be using that later. Now, because I had not planned for them to be doing construction next door today, we're going to save the meditation for last. We were going to do the workbook last, but we're just going to swap it around because I don't want you guys to be, I don't want to do the meditation for you guys and there's like all that noise, if that makes any sense, in the background because it doesn't make sense. So this is where we're at. But big welcome to everybody. I'm going to give everybody a second to come through. Let me just repost the stream on Patreon so everybody knows that we are live and good to go. 1 second. But yeah, it's really loud in the background, so I just want to make sure that, you know, we could still do the meditation. Okay. I hope everybody's having a good day. It's definitely, been a lot of. Okay, it is a top post on the Patreon, so I'm gonna leave it there. But hopefully everybody has the link to it, so we can get started. So it's the top post, so I'm just gonna leave it. Whatchamacalls it? Hey Lana, how are you? Did you get my reply? I have my birth info. If you send it by email, I have to go through my emails because my inbox, like I clear my inbox and then it just gets packed. So I will get back to you on. I'm sure if you emailed me, then I have it, but I haven't gotten to see it yet. But big welcome. I am doing well. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody's ready to do the work. It's going to be a really. Oh, can you guys see me? There was this loading thing on the screen. I don't know if you guys can see me. I want to make sure you guys can still see me. So let me know in the comments if you guys can see me. But hello, hi Juliana. How are you? How's everybody? This is going to be a very, very I feel like a very informative workshop. And for those who got the workbook already, how has that been filling it out? It is equally, I feel like it's equally it can be a little triggering, but it's meant for you to address and have realizations within it as well. Okay, you guys can see me. Okay, good. Because it was, I was having issues with that, with the screen was reloading and stuff for no reason. But it's one of those workbooks that I wanted it to specifically be a little triggering, but at the same time for you to have realizations. So I hope that everybody is, enjoying filling it out because the questions were, bold, if I should say the least. So yeah, we're going to do, for those who just came in, we're going to do the meditation last just because they're doing construction next door and usually they stop around 5 o'clock. So I'm going to just let them, finish doing that. But we're going to get started on the tarot portion. Now, we're going to be doing a mental, spiritual, emotional, and physical balance tarot spread. This tarot spread is going to be pretty big, wide, width-wise. So keep that in mind. Okay, keep that in mind. Keep it in mind. And go ahead. I'm going to give you guys a minute to grab using the and that's Kumi Tarot because I've been like obsessed with it ever since like y'all ever since I like cleansed it. I did the whole video for you guys and I cleansed it. I've been nonstop using this. I don't know why, but like maybe it's because I work so much with Santa Muerte. I just have a thing for bones and skulls and stuff. I don't know what it is, but I've been really enjoying it. So yeah, I'm gonna use this deck. This is gonna be my choice for today. And you can go ahead and grab some oracle cards if you want. I'm going to be using the Wisdom House of Night Oracle, the Mary Queen of Angels Oracle, and the Flowers from the Dead Oracle, because why not keep it to skulls? You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the workbook. Take it easy though. Don't like go into it all at one time because I do feel like, you might come out of it like, but it is meant to be very, very direct. And hopefully, you guys have some very clear, bold realizations. There's a lot of journal prompts in there. There's a lot of spaces for you guys to vent and, do your thing. But I'm really glad that you guys are enjoying it. I'm really, really glad. It is huge. I was like, it's going to be 100 pages. I want it to be challenging. I want it to be like, boom, like I want you to spend time almost having a conversation with yourself. Like I'm asking you the questions, but it's almost like you're still talking to you, but you're like asking yourself very important questions. That's what I really wanted it to be. That was the intention behind it. But I'm really glad that you guys are enjoying it because it was a labor of love. I had to go. This is also why it took me a little bit longer to go through and make sure all grammatically things were correct and stuff because I had to go through each page. It was like 100 pages, which is why you guys got it like a little bit late because it took me a minute doing readings and everything. But I'm glad you guys have it in your hands. I'm glad that you guys got the thing. And yeah, I left my oracle decks at my boyfriend's house. Tarot it is. I mean, sometimes tarot's all you need. Sometimes tarot's all you need. Or like a good meditation is all you need, like sometimes. So, but we're going to get started. I hope everybody got their decks. All right. Not everybody was going to, because some people did message me, not everybody was going to make it to the workshop. They're going to be watching it at a later time. So hello, future people that are watching this. Big welcome. But let us get started. Okay, so the way that this is going to work, I'm going to try to explain it. You know what? Let me lay it out first in front of me so I can kind of like break down the shape, if that makes sense. So what you're going to do is that you're going to start with 3 cards. It's going to be, you're going to do this spread 3 times for each situation. So you're going to do the spread for your spiritual body. You're going to do the spread for your emotional body, and then you're going to do the spread for your mental body, etc., etc. So you're going to start with 3 cards on top of each other in a line, okay? Starting from down to up, and that's going to be your own personal reflection. So let's start off by pulling out those cards. So ask the cards to tell you what is it that what is your balanced energy? How are you balanced? Are you balanced? Is there something that you are personally struggling with? Is there any type of area in your life that you're struggling with when it comes to balance? That is going to be the spine of the scale that we're going to be doing. So we're going to focus on one specific topic at a time. So let's start off with physical healing. I'm going to keep it the same as like the workbook. So let's start off with your physical energetic body. So I want you to ask, you're going to pull 3 cards, okay? One on top of the other, like this. 3 cards like that. That's going to be the spine of the scale. And you are going to ask the cards to tell you with your physical body, your physical body, what is it that is out of balance at this time? That is the question that you're going to be asking. You're going to stack the cards in 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So I'll give you guys a second to do that. And I'm going to pull my cards as well. For my physical body, what is it that is out of balance at this time? For my physical body. Okay. Okay. why I really love this deck. It's like it's just very bold. Ooh, okay. So this is gonna tell you physically what you are carrying. I also want you guys to pay attention to the elements that are coming up for you. This is really important. Why? Because if you have like the pentacles come up for you, pentacles are about the physical realm. So obviously there's emphasis on there. If you have other like suits come up, for example, if you're asking within the for your physical body, what is it that is out of balance for your physical body? And for this row, you get water, you get air. That means that your emotions, your emotional body is impacting your physical body. Okay, you have to still do the math there. And if you're getting like swords, that it means that your mental body is affecting your physical body at this time. Because you also have to understand that all of our bodies together, we are embodying all of it at the same exact time. Therefore, you should keep in mind how it impacts your energetic body, how it impacts your emotional body, how they all relate and connect to each other. Okay, because one can lead to have issues with another, and if you don't pay attention to how they're correlating, how they're relating to each other, then you might have a couple of issues. So I'm gonna let you guys pull your 3 cards. Okay, this is the spine of the scale. I want you to think of an actual scale, what the scale looks like. This is gonna be the spine. Okay, this is gonna be the spine. And when you guys are ready, I'm gonna wait till you guys are ready for the next, and then we will go into the next section for what we're gonna pull for the physical body. So let me know. Put a heart in the comments if once you finished doing your 3 cards. This is also a great time to jot down your answers. If you want to go grab a journal or something, go jot down your answers, and make sure that you keep this in handy, because this is going to tell you work that you're going to have to do later on. And this is also going to highlight where within the workbook where you're going to have to kind of do a little deeper work in and see what's going on internally with you. Okay, so okay, I see Lana's done. Lana's good. I'll give you guys another like 30 seconds, and then we will go from there. These cards are so telling, y'all. These cards are so telling, y'all. Y'all, Libra season literally read me to the filth, and this is still like the cards are just like, yes. So I'm not surprised. Who's surprised? Because I'm not surprised. Not surprised. We're gonna pull the oracles at the end, by the way, for those who have their oracle decks. So just keep that in mind. Now, we're gonna get started on the next. So what we're gonna do is that we are going to build 2. It's gonna kind of start looking like a little like a hut, kind of like this, like that. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna add 2 cards on each side, and we're gonna start on the left or right. Let's start on the right. We're gonna start on the right side. I want you to ask the cards, how can you balance your physical body? On the right, on the left, you're pulling 2 cards and you're just making them go diagonally, and you're gonna ask, what am I doing that is stopping me from bringing this into balance? Like, what is the blockage for me having my physical body in balance, and what is the solution on one side? So solution on one, problem on the other. So go ahead and ask that. So what is the blockage that's stopping me from balancing my physical body? What is the blockages? I will take 2 cards from Spirit. 2 cards. What is the blockages that is stopping me? Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. If Spirit happens to give you an extra card, just take it. Don't argue with Spirit. Don't argue with Spirit. Oh, my God. Okay. What is the solution for my physical body? I swear, this deck is so beautiful. Like, I'm just in love with this deck. What is the solution to bring my physical body back into balance? What is the solution to bring my physical body back into balance? Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay, that was really good. Okay, so now what I want you to do is that I want you to pull 2 outcome cards for each side, okay? And this is going to be your future card. And this is going to go underneath each of the diagonals, like the rows. So for the blockages, I want you to ask, what can you show me what the future looks like within this space? Am I going to be able to remove this blockage? For the future, for the side where it's like, what is the solution? Will I be able to make the solution happen? Will I be able to integrate this? You're going to want to pull an outcome for each side, so that way you have an awareness of where you're at with your resistance. Because a lot of the time when we read tarot and when we read, we get messages from spirit, we can really resist the messages that they're trying to tell us. And even though they're like, hey, these are the issues, this is what's going on, sometimes us as people, we can be a little bit like, okay, I see why that's a problem, but then you're still not addressing it. You're still not doing anything about it. So I want you to look up what is the ultimate, like what is coming up. Are you going to be able to resolve it? Because the cards that you get, you're going to be able to see if you are resisting that change. Okay? So for the blockages, show me the glimpse of the future. Will I be able to resolve this? Wow. Okay. And for this one, if you want to, you can lay it on the side, on its side. And you should see that your whole entire thing now looks like a scale, which is what we're going for. We're going for balance. Show me the resolution. Oh, wow. Yo, Spirit is trolling so hard. On one side, I got the Page of Swords, and the other side, I got a Page of Cups. As the resolution, like, wow, that's crazy. Okay, that makes sense, though. This definitely made sense. Wow. This definitely made a lot of sense. Okay. So definitely go ahead. I'm going to take a picture of mine because, you can always revisit it later. But I highly recommend, journaling your answers. So that way, wait, what's going on? Oh, you said I have 5 cards down. So did you start off with the spine? So wait, let me look up the skin. Hold on. Why I looked up balance. Okay. So what we're doing, okay, let me open this up a little bit. Let me just blow this up on the screen so that way you can see it. Okay. Why isn't it rotating? Oh. I had rotation off. Okay, so what you're going to do is, you see the scale? So you're going to have 3 cards in the middle going up here. 3 cards going up, okay? That should be your spine of the scale. Then you're going to have 3 cards going this way and 3 cards going that way. If that's if Spirit gives you more than 2, you should ask for 2 cards for up here, and then the outcome will be the base. So that's when you can lay it like this. You can lay it straight. So for the spine, you're specifically asking what is going on within your physical body. Okay, within your physical body. What is out of balance within your physical body right now? So those 3 cards you're pulling up first because that's the foundation of the reading. Then on one side, you can do what is the blockages from my physical body, and on the other side is what is the solutions to my physical body. How do I heal it? How do I correct it? Okay, and then the last 2 cards are the future energies of what it looks like. For the blockages, will you be able to remove the blockages? Will you be able to actually move forward within the resolution? Will you be able to see the results of your physical balance if you apply the advice that the cards are giving you? Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense. If anything, I could repeat it for you. But let me know if that makes sense. Yeah. But I'm giving everybody a couple minutes before we get started on the other one. But your whole entire thing should look like a scale. So you have 5 cards. Hold on. I'm going to try to draw it on the notes app. This is going to be something. So you can actually see what it looks like. So we have... Okay. So it should kind of look like that. That is what the spread should look like. Sorry, I'm trying to like get it without the reflection. There you go. That is what the deck should look like. Does that make sense? Let me know if it doesn't make sense. I can repeat it. Okay, I think you got it. I think you got it. Got it? Okay. Now we're gonna do the exact same spread for your mental body now. Okay. So I'm gonna push this a little bit more because I'm gonna do it in front of me. So you're gonna ask the same exact questions. You're starting with the spine, with your mental body. What is going on? What is the energy of your mental body right now? What is the energy? You're getting 3 cards. What is the energy of your mental body right now? Wow. Spirit said today, I'm reading you to the film. Okay. Okay. Energy of the mental body. Okay. And then you move into what are the blockages? You're pulling 2 cards, and then what is the resolution to your mental energy? Okay. What are the blockages within my mental body right now? Spirit is really reading me to the filth, y'all, today. It's a fun time. It's always a fun time here. It's always a fun time. It's always a fun time here, y'all. Okay. What are the solutions to my mental body? Okay. What is the solution to my mental body? Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. And now for the last 2 cards that lay down. What the resolution of the future of me not taking, the advice. What does that look like? Show me the outcome of me taking the advice. Okay, I need one card, y'all. Oh, wow. Wow. Y'all, I hope y'all reading is going as bold as mine is right now. I hope y'all's is as fun as mine is right now. Because I'm having a great time over here. Fun stuff. Fun times. Fun times. You see how the construction stopped? I knew they were gonna stop at 5, so yeah, we're gonna do the meditation after this. But we're gonna finish this is technically 4 spreads, so that's why this is gonna take a little bit longer. But we will take a 15-minute wellness break after we do the meditation, so no worries after that. But I hope that you guys have been getting good outcomes so far. Let me know when you guys are ready. We'll move into the emotional body. And don't forget, if Spirit gives you an extra card or 2, that's fine. You know that they like to talk shit anyway. No, but you know what I mean. They like to kind of be very blunt when they need to be. So if they give you an extra card or so, that's fine. That's totally fine. It's just painting a bigger picture of what's going on. This reading is crazy though. This reading is so crazy. I'm just like, okay. I gotta write down all of these, the full message afterwards. This is also a really good reading to do when you need to check on all of your different bodies, to see what's going on with you, especially on different layers, because sometimes you have things kind of affect one part of your body different than your mental body and stuff like that. There's different ways that they all relate to each other too, in different ways that you get triggered by them. But so it's important to kind of break it down so you can actually see and understand what's going on. Ready? Funny enough, one of my desires is more mental based and physical based. I'm surprised. So it's basically all in my head. Oh, that happens. That happens. It happens. It happens. It does happen. But we got the solutions now. We get to break it down. So let's move into the emotional body. Let's see what's going Lord, let's see what's going on emotionally, y'all. So we're starting with the spine. What is the energy of our emotional energy? What is the energy of our emotional energy? What is energy? Wait. What is the energy of my emotional energy? Y'all, this is hilarious. Oh my god, y'all. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. First of all, I do really like the way that this one came out, because if you look at each one of their spreads so far, I also like to look at what's going on astrologically speaking, because you guys know how I am. But when it comes to the astrological component of this, when I like to see my placements and see, okay, what area of my placements are also impacting certain bodies, okay, that I'm holding. And it's so interesting that my emotional body, the first card out was Temperance for me, and Temperance is the card of Sagittarius. My Mars is in Sagittarius in the 5th house. Okay. Very fun house. But it's interesting to me that it comes off here, and then the star card came out, right? For my emotional body, the star card is Aquarius, astrology speaking, and my Venus is in Aquarius. And the part of my life that I've been having like this roller coaster in the past couple of weeks has been me navigating the end leg of Jupiter being in Aquarius, because in the beginning part of the year, Jupiter was in Aquarius in my 7th house, but I also have Aquarius in my 8th house. So right now I'm doing a lot of death and transformation work. So it's interesting that the way that the cards are falling out, highlighting that when it comes to my emotional body, like I'm aware of it. And then I get the Knight of Coins, right? Which is the Knight of Pentacles. And then I straight up just get the Devil card. Even emotionally, y'all, I'm just like grounded as well. I cannot. They say what they say. They really do say what they said. Listen, they do. Okay, let's look at the blockages emotionally. What are my blockages emotionally? I'll take 3 cards apparently, because you guys keep giving me 3 cards. I'm talking to Spirit. I will take 3 cards from Spirit. What are my blockages emotionally? What are my blockages emotionally? What are my blockages? They done set the retrogrades. Come on now. I mean, it's true. What? And it fell. Okay. What are my blockages emotionally? One more card, y'all. One more. What is my blockage? Okay. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. That makes sense. Okay. How do I heal my emotional body? 3 cards. How do I heal my emotional body? Okay. Yo, Spirit deadass just told me to heal myself. the way the cards came out. we're like, heal it. That's so crazy to me. That is so crazy to me. First of all, I have to maintain my intuition at all times. As if I don't try to do that anyway. Um, then it's just learning the lessons and healing myself, like making sure that I don't have any trauma. That's like, especially for your emotional body, definitely pay attention to your emotional body, because for those who have done past life work with me before, we talk about this when it comes to where our traumas are held, which is in our hearts. When it comes to each lifetime, so while you're experiencing a lifetime, your traumas are held within your sacral space. This is why manifestations start getting blocked for people when they have too much, just blocked off in there, too much traumas in their womb that they, or in that space where they just can't manifest anymore because it's too dense. But our traumas from past lives are in our heart, and there's a lot of experiences that we go through in our lives that trigger that trauma in our chest, and then we end up like feeling very heavy and very dense because of it. So it's really important to pay attention to the guidance for your emotional balance spread, because when I tell you, like, the reason why I got like the Nine of Wands in reverse is because Spirit is like, you can't make this a trauma. You can't make it a trauma, because where does that trauma go? That's going to end up here, and that's going to end up blocking my womb. So it creates a deeper hole if I don't pay attention to that. So it's kind of like knowing the consequences. Also, the fact that Saturn came up in the outcome of this is hilarious to me. But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because I'm not surprised. Y'all, I'm not surprised, but I am very happy to see my emotional energy be very clear, because I feel like this is how I've been the past few days. I've been very much focused on making sure that I'm healed, like making sure I'm okay. So I feel that was really good. Okay, so now pulling future outcome for the blockages. Future outcome for the blockages. If advice is not taken. Future outcome for the blockages. Okay. Future outcome for the. Okay. Spirit said you'll be in balance. That's my outcome for the emotional energy. Y'all, I'm laughing so hard. Okay, now I gotta move this over there so I can. It's so many cards, y'all. It's so many cards. There. Okay, then I'm just gonna move this here. This here. We're gonna get started in a second. So I hope everybody's ready to go to the spiritual body. That's gonna be the last one. I'll give you guys another 30 seconds. But this spread has been very enlightening, but also it confirmed a lot, because it confirmed a lot for me. It's nice to see when you've been doing a lot of work, especially healing work, and then you can see, the cards like supporting you in that, because you guys know tarot will read you to the fill. That's just how it is. That's the nature of tarot. But it's good to know that, like, I'm like supported in the spaces in my bodies. Okay. It's good to know. I am not mad. This was definitely super enlightening. Okay, let's get to the spiritual body. Remember, 3 cards for the spine. What is the energy of my spiritual body? What is the energy of my spiritual body? Y'all, what is the energy of my spiritual body? What is the energy of my spiritual body? Okay. What is the energy of my spiritual body? One more card. Okay. All right. I'll give you guys another 30 seconds or so. And then we're going to move to each side. Okay. What are the blockages of my spiritual body? 2 cards. What are the blockages of my spiritual body? What are the blockages of my spiritual body? What are the blockages of my spiritual body? Okay. And then, how can I heal my spiritual body? My spiritual body. How can I heal my spiritual body? How can I heal my spiritual body? And what's the resolution of my blockages? What's the future show if I don't fix my blockages? My outcome. One card, y'all. One card. Feel free to clarify any cards that, you need help clarifying or whatnot. Did everybody pull all of their sections? This was such an enlightening reading. Let me know when you guys are good. I hope that you guys got very, very clear and direct messages. My spiritual body, it definitely makes sense. I need to do, for myself, I need to do a whole entire energy healing session. That was made clear as per the reading. But I've known it for a couple days. I just haven't had the time because I've just been like doing readings and working and stuff. But I'm going to try to work on that tonight because I feel like I need to make the time for it. But yeah, I'm going to try to do that today. But everything was really, really clear for me. I hope that it was clear for you guys as well. I definitely hope that it was clear for you guys as well. Spirit said, get to work. Oh my God. It's also interesting how, like, within the physical body, I'm seeing correlations to other, because that's what we did say was going to happen as well. There were going to be, ways that other bodies connect to other ones. So it's interesting to see how my physical body and my this one was my mental body and my mental body are very much working together, and how my emotional body and my spiritual body are also very much working together, in very particular ways. Like, you have to like pay attention to the nuance. But I know it's a lot of cards on the table, so take it easy, like reading it and like breathing it in for a second. If there's any cards that you are confused about or any combinations you're confused about, feel free to let me know in the comments, and we can dive into what it means. Like that TikTok sound. What does it mean? What does it mean? The Miley sound. But yeah, this was very clear for me. It was very, very clear for me. It was very, very clear for me. It was very clear. After this, we're gonna go do our meditation, since now we have a little bit more silence and not crazy construction in the background. But yes, we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna move into. We're gonna take a 15-minute wellness break. So if you need to reground after the meditation, you can do that then. But yeah, this spread has been very enlightening. I got a lot of downloads from it. It was, whew, my goodness. Also, y'all pray for me because I'm gonna try to learn. I'm gonna try to get my driver's license permit. So pray for me because the only cars I know how to drive is Mario Kart. I said what I said. I'm trying to get it together because I really need to get it together, but it's the only car I know how to drive. Wow. I really enjoyed this reading. But yeah, let me know if you guys are done in the comments, and then we are going to move into the meditation in a few. But I hope that was really helpful. I definitely got some very bold messages. I know the ancestors is not playing with me right now. Oh yeah, I forgot. We're gonna pull some oracle cards. Duh. Grab your oracle cards for those who have their oracle cards. And what you can do is you can pull one oracle card for each area, just to get some additional insight in there. So I'm gonna start with my physical body. I kind of want to use some stuff for my. I want to use some stuff for my emotional body. What do I need to know for my emotional body? What additional guidance do you have for my emotional body? Wow. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm still getting red to the phone. Then I'm going to use the Wisdom House of Night to pull some cards for my physical body. What is the guidance for my physical body? All right, some very, very clear messages. Very, very clear messages. Let me know in the comments if you guys are ready to go into the meditation. I'll give you guys like another minute or so to pull your oracle cards. There we go. Interesting. Is everybody ready to go into the meditation? Let me know in the comments. Ready? Okay. So, as always, and so this is going to be an energy cleansing meditation. So, as always, please, 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 you can get into half lotus, full lotus, or just lay on your back. This is going to be a 30-minute meditation, so keep that in mind. Be easy, be gentle with yourself. Let me just swipe this notification up. There we go. Be easy, be gentle with yourself. So if you, whatever position is gonna be make you your most comfortable during this time, do that, because I don't want you guys to basically, be uncomfortable at any point. So you can get into half lotus, full lotus, or just lay on your back. I recommend laying on your back. That's like one of my favorite ways to meditate. So go ahead and start to close your eyes, and you're going to take deep breaths in. You're starting off very gently, and deep breaths out. Taking deep breaths in. And deep breaths out. Relaxing your shoulders. Relaxing your back. Relaxing your mind. Relaxing your spirit. Relaxing your energy. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. to start to visualize yourself in the forest, walking towards a large tree. You're taking deep breaths in. And deep breaths out. As you make your way up to the tree, you start to feel your feet buzzing from underneath the ground, from the root of the tree that spreads all over the land. And you're taking deep breaths in. Deep breaths out. I want you to take both of your hands and place them on that tree. And as you place your hands on the tree, you start to feel the energy of the tree moving through you, just as if you were another branch of the tree. Take a deep breath in. And deep breath out. Take another deep breath in. Deep breath out. On your next breath, I want you to ask the tree to nourish your physical body with healing at this time. You're taking deep breath in. And a deep breath out. deep breath in as the tree provides your physical body with the healing that it needs during this time. On your next breath, I want you to ask the tree to nurture your emotional body, for it to extend some of its nourishing water to nurture your emotional body at this time. You're taking deep breaths in. Deep breaths out. Taking deep breaths in. Deep breaths out. On your next breath, I want you to ask the tree to nourish your mind during this time, to clear up any unnecessary fog and provide you with a breath of fresh air. Taking a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Taking a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. On your next breath, ask the tree to allow pure white healing light to penetrate your body and provide you the well-needed healing that you seek right now. And you're taking a deep breath in as you watch the light from the sky come down through the clouds, move through the air, and penetrate your crown. And we're taking deep breaths in. Deep breaths out. Taking a deep breath in as you watch the lights move through your head, down your neck, through your shoulders, through your heart, through your stomach, through your womb, all the way down through your legs to the base of your feet. Taking a deep breath in, relaxing every muscle, relaxing your body, allowing the light to travel and find any dark areas that need healing. Taking deep breaths in. Deep breath out. Taking a deep breath in. Allowing the light to clear away any tension in your body. On your next breath, I want you to ask the tree to let you connect to your bloodline at this time. And I want you to move that light through your body, down through your feet, directing it to your ancestors. You're taking a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Taking a deep breath in, holding the connection from the tree through your hands to the light flowing from the sky into your body, through your feet, and directing that healing towards your ancestors. I want you to take this time to send healing and peace to your bloodline. To set intention to remove any stagnant energies within your bloodline. Ask that healing to be redirected towards them so that they may heal as you heal. ahead and thank your ancestors for receiving the healing. Thank the tree for providing an outlet for you to heal today. Thank the sky for being the vessel of light that poured through you. When you're ready, you can send the light back to the sky. You can remove your hands from the tree. And start to make your way out from the forest. Towards the light. Take a couple of deep breaths in. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. One last big deep breath in. And a deep breath out. When you're ready, you can come back. Just let me know when you're back. we are going to be taking our 15-minute wellness break. This is a great time to get some water. If you have like some peanuts or something nearby, snack on something. You need to grab a quick something to eat. Go ahead and grab that. But we'll be taking a 15-minute, and we will be back, and then we're going to start working on the workbook, and then we will be done by 6:30. Okay. But I hope that that was a good healing meditation for y'all, and I hope that you guys got what you needed from that as well. Um, so let's start now, and then we will be back at 45. Or, sorry, not at 45, in 15. Um, ah, that guy always cried during the healing parts and passing the energy to my ancestors. Aw, I'm glad that that was really, really healing for you. I'm so glad. Um, go ahead, get some water. I'm gonna go get some water as well. And we'll be back. We will be back. Hello, hello. I hope everybody is well. I hope everybody's good. Was good with their break. It's well needed. Whew. Everybody can go ahead and grab their workbook because that's what we're going to be using today. So as I said in the beginning, the workbook is very thick. She's a thick workbook. She's a thick workbook. There are 100 pages to this workbook. It is very, very intensive, and it is meant to challenge you spiritually. It is meant to challenge you with your balance routine. It is meant to challenge you with recognizing your imbalances, recognizing your triggers, recognizing your own energy, your own mental communication, your narrative, um, your understanding of what you're perceiving. Okay. That was really the intention behind it. I wanted you guys to recognize, to see all of your shit in front of you. So that way you can say, okay, this is what I need to work on. This is like, I get it now. I understand. Like, okay. It is meant to be that, sitting down with yourself moment. While the workbook is called the Balanced Workbook, it is very, very much shadow work as well. I don't know, for those who started working on it already kind of noticed that. But this is part of shadow work, because shadow work focuses on us balancing both the light and the dark and analyzing the dark, like literally sitting with your darkness and saying, okay, I need to sort myself out. The book itself, the workbook, is very, very heavily focused on shadow work. And so there is that energy, that presence there of, listen, we need to be on the same page. We need to make sure that we know what we're doing. We need to make sure that we know where we're going with it. We just need to be in a good place, balance-wise. And because balance can be very tricky to navigate as we navigate our lives, things get muddy, things get yucky, things get complicated. Our interpersonal relationships can affect us psychologically, physically, in different ways. And so it is so important for us to take a moment to just analyze. And so that's really the focus of this workbook. Now, I want everybody to start off with part 1, which is on page 3. Part 1 is all about physical balance. And physical balance is really, really important because you have to understand that your physical balance, your body is holding all of your other energies. It's holding your mental energy, it's holding your emotional energy, it is holding your spiritual body. Okay, the only reason why you are down here anchored in the ground, like physically, is because of your physical body. If you didn't have your physical body, you'd be up in the spirit realm. Period, point blank. Granted, it can be argued that the physical realm is an extension of the spiritual realm. That's a conversation for another day. It's facts, but it's a conversation on another day because you're still in a physical form. So it's a different way to navigate life. So when it comes to part 1, I wanted to start off with the physical. I need you to analyze the physical. I need you to think about your physical. I need you to think about your body. A lot of people do not pay attention to their body as much as they should, spiritually speaking. And this is when we start seeing issues with the physical body, manifesting out of other areas of our lives that are also impacting our physical body, which includes our emotional and our spiritual bodies and our mental bodies as well. And so it is important to analyze what's going on with the physical body. And because the physical body connects us directly to the ancestors, because we are literally carrying their blood in our physical bodies, we need to make sure of what it is that is impacting us. how are we analyzing our physical bodies? What do we gain from our ancestors versus what are we doing to ourselves? How are we experiencing life, and how are we carrying what we experience as well? I don't want you guys to think that this is just, easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. This workbook is very, very intense. But it's super necessary for the work that we do, the work that needs to be done. And that really is what it comes down to. It's just about getting that work done. So we're starting off with your name, age, and weight. And I put the box there for current illnesses, physical body wise. And I put that box there specifically because I want you to be aware of what's going on within your physical body. You might already be aware of it because you might have to deal with it daily. But it's important to start taking notes of that so that you can start understanding how you are taking care of your body. If you are not paying attention to your body, if you're just like, yeah, I have this and that and that and this, okay, but how do you take care of yourself? How do you live? That's really the question, right? How do you live? How do you live your life? That is the question. You answer that, and then you get into the nitty-gritty parts. Okay, you get into the nitty-gritty parts, and you start analyzing aspects of your body, which is why the next question on page 5 is, what intentions have you set for your body before? And the reason why this is there is because I wanted you guys to analyze the intentions that you set for your physical body. Now, a lot of time as spiritual people, we focus so much on setting intentions to manifest certain things, to bring forth certain things, to, like have different types of experiences is really what it comes down to. And I feel like a lot of the time we see our physical body and our physical experience as an outer experience to ourselves. We see our physical bodies as this kind of carrier thing, like it's like a bag, like a handbag that you carry. But you forget to look at the handbag, see if it's dirty, see if it needs to be patched up, see if it's breaking apart. You kind of forget about the handbag. You just grab and go, and know that inside of that handbag you have all of your valuables. You got your mind, you got your emotions, you got your spirit. Okay. And a lot of the time we carry ourselves like that bag, but we don't pay attention to how the bag is deteriorating, what needs to be done, when was the last time it was clean. Like, we don't pay attention to that. And so this is why this question is important. What intentions have you set for your body before? Because this is the moment where you get to hold yourself accountable and say, I have set a couple of or I have not been setting intentions for myself, my physical body, my physical experience. I have not been doing that. And so now, as you are reflecting on your past choices, is that something that you want to continue to do? Is that something that you feel like it's the best thing for you to do? Is that something that you personally feel like, this is the right choice, this is the right thing for me? I can't see the way my life being any other way. Like, I'm doing the right thing by not paying attention, or by the way that I'm doing what I'm doing. This is the moment where you come to terms and take responsibility for how you've been treating not only your physical form, but your physical reality as well, with that question. Okay. Now, the next page, number 6. Is there something you struggle with maintaining with your physical health? Okay. Is there something you struggle maintaining with your physical health? This is the area, the moment where you sit down with yourself and you really look at and analyze, what is it that you're having a hard time with? Is it eating? Is it, emotionally eating? Is it, you feel like you don't stretch enough? Maybe your body's just like really tense, really tight. Is it, disconnect from your ancestors? Maybe you're not paying attention to your bloodline. You're not paying attention to what has been passed down to you. You're just not paying attention to stuff. What is going on? What is going on within your physical realm, your physical body, your physical experience? Is it your finances? Are you just not paying attention to, you're just swiping the card and just YOLO kind of moment? Like, how are you focusing and addressing this in your life? Okay. Why do you think you have struggled with before? Okay. Why do you think you have struggled with this before? This is important because it's important to analyze and question, why are you having such a hard time with it? Why are you having such a hard time with it? Why is it something that you haven't been able to break past? You haven't been able to see past that point? Why haven't you been able to grow past that point? Why haven't you been able to make this a routine if that's something that you really wanted for yourself? The reason why this is important is because your answer towards this can give you a lot of insight about what's going on with your spell work as well. Because what spell work manifests mainly within the physical realm, okay? And so when you are trying to have a physical experience, when you are trying to manifest, whether it be a job, whether it be a partner, whatever it is, you need to understand how you are not playing your part, how you struggling, you not putting in the work that needs to be done for you to maintain the things that you have set intention for. Because I really want you guys to like remember this part. You have set intention for this thing. You have set intention for it. So it's really, really important for you to understand your struggles, understand why you struggle with your struggles, understand why it takes a little bit more effort for you to do something. It could be in your nature, it could be like the energy you were born with, like your natal chart, it could just be like, you know, like your moon in Pisces makes it so you're just not as like focused or concentrated on that thing sometimes. You know, it could be like you can be a little bit all over the place. It could be so many different things. But why do you struggle with that energy, and how do you best navigate that? How do you best work through it? How do you best work past that limitation that is being set for yourself? Now, page number 7 is a body map, and this is when I wanted you guys to literally go in and start focusing on different issues that you have in different parts of your body. And for this, I really wanted you to sit with yourself, and I wanted you to feel every single thing. I want you to write down, do you get headaches often? Do you have issues with your skin? Do you have issues with like what kind of issues do you have? What kind of problems that is it that you see? Like, has your hair been falling out recently, like way too much than usual? Like, have you been like getting very anxious lately? Like, what are your issues going on with your head? And then what are your issues going on with your arms, your hands? Have you been like more like agitated or like tight up in your hands recently? Does your bones hurt when it rains? How have you been with like lifting different things? How much weight can you take? How much can you hold up? You know, how much like have you know different points of your shoulders, your back, your spine, have they been hurting? Have you been having a lot of lower back pain? I want you guys to analyze all of these things, because this is when you get into the nitty gritty of using energy healing to heal those points later. Because there is a lot that can be just worked on with energy healing. So I wanted you guys to be aware of, hey, do the body map, write down every part, what is going on. Write down within your physical body what you are experiencing, because your energetic body is also going to be impacted by that. And those are other areas that you're going to have to like go in and heal. Now, the point is for you to have a list of things to do. Technically, this whole entire workbook is you writing down a lot of opportunities that you need to work on. And then you can tailor your practice. You can start customizing your practice so you can actually start working on it more. You can start doing the work. You can start applying yourself more. You can start getting yourself like in alignment. Okay. Is there anything going on with your legs, your feet, your knees? Have they been hurting? Have you been getting a lot of stomach aches recently? Have you been throwing up or something? Like, have you not been able to poop? This is such a great question. Have you not been able to poop? Because that tells you that you're not consuming enough. Okay? So, what is going on with your body map? What is going on? Write down everything that's going on with that within the body map. Super important. It's going to be able to tell you a lot of what's going on, and then you can tailor your energy healing sessions to cater to that. Like, maybe you've been having a lot of heartburn or like chest pains or like just, I don't know, maybe like your shoulder blades back here have been hurting. All of that is connected to your heart. That area, heart. Okay? Why haven't you been able to sit with your back straight? Okay, I want you to analyze what's going on with your body. Your body is going to tell you what's wrong, and then what you do is that you use medicine. You apply whether it's spiritual medicine, energetic medicine, plant medicine, whatever it is, however it is that you want to address it, whether it's going to the doctor because you really have been avoiding that thing for a minute, and going to get that checked. Okay, super important to do that at this time. Now, the next page, number 8, goes into stomach and digestive issues and psychological issues. And I wanted to put that in there, especially with stomach and digestive issues, because the way that your stomach, the relationship with your body and your stomach is very important. A lot of people don't understand. A lot of people don't talk about it either. But your stomach is what you are constantly feeding energy to, because food is energy. Food is life. Water is life. All of that gets processed through your stomach. So your stomach is literally your tank that you're putting fuel in so you could drive your car. And right now, we're doing a car check. That's what we're doing. We're checking the car, checking underneath the car, checking everything. Making sure the wheels are, you might need to change the wheels. You might need air in your tires. We're checking the car. That's what we're doing. And so it's important to understand what's going on with your digestive system, what's going on with your stomach, what's going on with your body, okay? So that way you understand how to navigate your eating, okay? Super important for you to understand how you are going to be eating, because maybe you need to take a break. Maybe you need to do a detox because you haven't been pooping, because you realized that the previous page. Maybe you need to be a little bit softer with what you're intaking, or maybe you need to go to the doctors, check you to see if you have a gluten allergy or something like that. Super important right now to pay attention to what you consume and what issues you have been having because of your consumption, okay? And for psychological, it really goes down to addressing your mind, addressing what's going on in your head, and making sure that you are aware of what's going on with your head, that you don't forget what's going on in your mind, because what's going on in your mind ultimately reflects a lot of the decisions that you're doing, right? Starts up here. So you want to write down your psychological issues. You want to write down your opportunities. You want to write down what is it that is going on with you so that you can better address you. That's really what it comes down to. You want to have a good, solid way of addressing yourself. You want to understand how to do that. And so you want to understand what's going on with your mind. Maybe you've been more depressed lately. Maybe you've been more sad recently. Maybe you've been feeling like suicidal. Maybe you've been feeling hurt. Maybe you've been feeling like you've been overanalyzing a lot of things as of recently, more than usual. You want to write that down on page number 8, okay? So we're going to stop here because I want you guys to be able to fill out the questions. And I implore you to take your time with this. You don't want to rush it because some of the parts in the workbook can be a little bit triggering, and there are trigger warnings. But I want you guys to be set up for success. I don't want you to think this is a love and light book. It is not a love and light book. You we'll find out very quickly that it's not, because it starts off very gently and then it just gets very deep into things. So take it easy. Understand the goal of the workbook is for you to have more awareness about your imbalances so you can come back into balance, and work through it and write down what it is that you need to do, what it is that you realize now that you need to work on, that you need to spend more time on. This is going to make it so Scorpio season is going to move a little bit better and easier if you actually do the work, because it's going to allow you to go through the transformations that you need properly. Okay. Now, with that said, in November, we're going to have another workshop. It is going to be, I'm going to announce that a little bit later, so stay tuned for that. But I'm really excited. It's definitely something that's very needed, so I'm very excited for it. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thank you guys so much for coming to the workshop. I hope that you guys got the healing that you needed, the messages that you needed. I hope that your tarot spreads gave you a lot of information and that you have a deeper understanding of what's going on with you. And definitely make sure you cross check everything, like the cards that you got, with your workbook later on, so you can see some of those reflections and how they're active. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys so much. You guys are literally like the best. And I will see you loves in the next one. We will be, you already know we will be back. But I love you guys so much. Have a very beautiful night.